What's going on YouTube? Sean back with another video, and today we're going to be going through my full day of summer shredding eating, so let's get to it. So far the only things that I've had are a little bit of espresso and of course a bunch of water, so we're going to have to get those supplements in. I was kind of holding out on this video, I'm not going to lie, to do a full day out somewhere else, a little adventure, but we're going to save that for another video because today it is actually pouring, so we'll push that one down the line. And since I'm stuck indoors pretty much all day, I'm going to go ahead and do a little physique update. As you can see, looking pretty lean, losing weight slowly but surely. I don't want to lose weight too fast because I want to make sure I'm retaining as much muscle as possible. So for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the progress. You can see there's still a little bit of a chunk down by the love handle area, but not too worried about it. I think from an overall perspective, most people would be fine with this physique if, of course, they weren't currently active or on social media looking at, the big, popular, sponsored athletes that are currently influencers. So for breakfast this morning, we're going to do some Kodiak cakes. These are the birthday flavor cakes. And we're going to top that off with some Walden Farms marshmallow fluff. And of course, to make sure we're getting in enough protein, we're going to do 1 whole egg versus some liquid egg substitute. This is good because it's a little lower calorie, but you'll still get a little bit more volume than you would if you were just to go with whole eggs. And with the whole egg, we still get our micronutrients. Alright, so meal number 1 is done. You can see I got the Kodiak cakes with the Walden Farms marshmallow fluff, and I've got some eggs here. I don't know if you can see it, but they're a little brown. I cooked the eggs in the same pan as the pancakes. Amateur mistake, but it's fine. So I'm going to eat this, and as far as macros and calories and all that go, why don't we break that down? As we can see, when it comes to breakfast, I included all of my supplements as well as the large egg, the 1 serving of protein pancakes. I didn't put the Walden Farms in here because it's technically 0 calories, so we're just going to stick with that. And when we look at the nutrition, we're looking at 39 grams of protein, 38 grams of carbohydrates, and 8 grams of fat. So overall, not too bad, very low calorie, and we're getting in our protein. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this and probably try to digest it, and then we're going to go to the gym. But before we do that, I'll show you all what I'm taking before I go to the gym for, we'll say, meal number 2, or just a quick little intermission. And I don't think I mentioned this before, but all of my coffees I take black, so just wanted to make that a note in case you were interested on how I'm able to drink coffee without adding an absorbent amount of calories. It's because it's boring, so there you go. Time for a workout. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is that I am using the glycerol and stem-free pre-workout because this morning I was drinking a bunch of coffee and I consumed too much caffeine. So instead of taking in more caffeine than I need, I'm going to go ahead and use the stem-free. It's the Orange Crush flavor. It's personally my favorite. And then I have a cap full of the, Gorilla Mode glycerol. So overall, this should provide a pretty decent pump. This is absolutely delicious. I love the way that this stuff tastes, and I love the way that the pump hits. So I'm going to finish this up, go to the gym, and then we'll go back to meal number 2. One thing that I do want to mention is because I don't have like an actual filmer, I just film myself, I'm probably not going to be filming the workouts for a while. And the reason for that is because I want the actual workout to look good whenever I'm getting it filmed. And since I don't have people going to the gym with me, and having a tripod can be kind of inconvenient for people around me, I'm just not going to film the workouts. So I apologize if that's, no good. But I will have other forms of working out, like the rock climbing, hikes, things like that in these videos. But yeah, today, it's just not going to happen. And before I forget, I'm not a personal trainer or anything like that. I just am providing this information based on what works for me. You know, if you watch the video and you think that some of the things that I'm taking are useless or pointless, completely understand. But, you know, maybe you want to adjust based on your preferences and whatever it is you are taking to what you are exposed to on a day-to-day basis. So keep that in mind as well. All right, pump is complete, feeling pretty good. And for my post-workout meal, I'm going to be eating one of these Anna bars. This is their new flavor, the strawberry cupcake. Super good, has real sprinkles in it. And honestly, it's a nice little treat to have after a workout. I know that these protein bars are a little bit higher in calorie, but I'm willing to treat myself after a workout because it's kind of like my own little reward to myself. And I think if you can't find something like this, you should find something like this for your post-workouts or after a cardio or something along those lines that helps motivate you to cross that finish line. So I'm gonna eat this and I'll see you all at meal number 3. Something I also forgot to mention is I'm gonna be having one of these zero sugar cherry colas. I think that they're great. This is also another nice little treat for myself. So I'm gonna have one of these along with the Anna bar. Just want to throw that in there. I'm all showered up and I'm not hitting meal 3 yet, but I forgot to mention that we do have a special guest for today's video.
What are you doing?
That's Bailey. She's gonna be staying with us for the next couple of days. We're gonna go ahead and watch her for friends Matt and Tori. So I'm pretty excited about having her because she's such a good girl.
Who's a good girl? Yeah, she is such a little girl.
All right, now for meal number 3, switching it up. We've got some steak, that's about 6 ounces. We've got a little bit of bell peppers, these are the sweet guys, and then some spinach. You can see in the video, this B-roll footage, that I'm really just spraying this down with, you know, non-stick spray and throwing the steaks on there and a little salt, a little bit of pepper, and that's about it. Nothing crazy here. I'm also going to include one of these cheese sticks as well as a Chobani zero sugar Greek yogurt. I mentioned these in my video again for the grocery hauls for summer shredding. It's nice having one of these guys around as well as the cheese sticks. One thing that you will notice when it comes to this entire meal plan, full day of eating, is the fact that a lot of my carbs are going to be pushed back towards the end of the day or in the beginning of the day. But in the middle of the day, I'm going to be focusing mostly on getting vegetables, proteins, maybe some fats in there, but not a huge emphasis on the actual carbohydrates unless it's before a workout or after a workout. And, you know, towards the end of the day, for me, that's what works best and it makes me feel the best. But with that said, adjust accordingly. For me, I like having the carbs at the end of the day because it helps me fall asleep, you know, kind of having that insulin spike or whatever it may be. It makes me feel better to have the carbs at the end of the day and, you know, kind of sleep those off. So that's the thought behind all of this, and I will see you all at meal number 4. Alright, for meal number 4, we're going to go ahead and do a bowl of cereal. This is going to be the Power Plus cereal. I talked about this again in my grocery haul video a couple weeks ago, and basically the idea here is it's going to give me a little bit of extra protein and, you know, something nice to kind of eat. I don't rely on these a ton, but it's nice to have it thrown in every now and then. Add a little bit of excitement. My last meal was just steak and vegetables. I know that's not super exciting, so I'd be lying if I said I wasn't trying to fluff this up a little bit to make a full day of eating look a little bit more exciting for you at home watching this. But usually what I'll have here, again, is a second meal, not super heavy on carbohydrates, a little bit more heavy on protein and fats, and something that will satiate me. So I'm excited to eat this, and I will see you all for meal number 5. You're doing God's work, Hannah. All right, meal number 5, and we have a little mock Mongolian beef dish here, as well as some vegetables. So basically what this is I'll put the sauce recipe down here somewhere. I take the sauce recipe, I divide that in half, and then I use that for everything that I'm making right here. So I put it on top of the beef and the rice, and that's how I track this. And as far as our macros go, on the day we're looking at 161 grams of protein, and that's pretty good for this point in the day. I'm gonna have one last meal later on, just something to kind of cap off the night. We're looking at 191 carbs and about 59 grams of fat, and we're looking at 1901 calories. So I'm gonna try to keep this day of eating to about 2100 calories. I know that I have some calories that I can account for when it comes to, you know, taking steps and stuff like that, but I don't typically count that when it comes to staying in a calorie deficit. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I will see you all at the 6th and final meal. And finally, the last meal of the day, we've got some blueberries, a couple of caramel rice cakes, as well as the marshmallow fluff from before. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and this will be my final meal, something a little sweet to end the day off with. So a couple things that I do want to point out here that are key are gonna be, one, notice that I mix all of my vegetables with foods that you would typically enjoy eating, like the steak, the Mongolian beef dish, and then of course this right here, we've got fruit mixed in with some, marshmallow fluff and the rice cakes and everything. These are the ways that you should be trying to implement vegetables and fruits if you don't particularly enjoy vegetables and fruits by themselves. Anyways, that's my pro tip for anybody that made it this far in the video. So be sure to mix in the things that you don't like with the things that you do like, or eat things that you enjoy, but also make sure that you're enjoying them with foods that you enjoy and that they pair well with. And before I go, I want to leave on a couple of different notes. The first one, I do want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching my videos lately. I've noticed a big increase in viewership. I've gone from having, 20, 30, 40, 50 views to actually hitting the hundreds. I know it doesn't seem like a huge step, but I really do appreciate it. That's a lot of, time and effort that's paying off in views. So if you are watching this and you've seen some of my previous videos, just know that I really do appreciate that. And of course, if you enjoyed today's content, please, consider subscribing to this channel. I'm planning on putting videos out every Monday and or Thursday, so it'll be a Monday or a Thursday or Monday and Thursday, but it's kind of TBD at the moment. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's content, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.